Hello everyone and welcome back to Car at a Garage Northeast. I'm currently being attacked by midges here. I'm aware, miles behind, but I'm sure a lot of you, if you've been looking on the YouTube and the Facebook, we've had a special arrival of the family only just a few days ago. 1st of July, I believe today is the 3rd of July, and we've just been to get them registered, which is even the registrar said it's one of the quickest she's ever known. Born on the 1st of July at 16 minutes past 11, and today on the 3rd, we've already got his birth certificate. And we've just been to Asda and got his photograph. So I'm going to go and sit tonight, that we've got the birth certificate, and get his passport sent away for. Anyways, enough about that. I wouldn't be doing this video for any other reason. He's 3 days old. We've got a car collection caper. I've got a massive journey ahead of me tomorrow. Bearing in mind, I was up very late last night and the night before and probably tonight. And I've got to be up somewhere around 5, 6 in the morning. So I might just stay up all night. But I've got a trip to somewhere, which I'm going to keep that one quiet for now. I'll let you know when I'm at the train station tomorrow morning. But we've got a few more steps from that. I need to, A, get there tomorrow morning. Clearly, Holly's said it's all fine. She's happy to have my son. I'll introduce him in a minute. Obviously I can't ask her for a lift, so I need to try and find a bus very early. So I need to check the times to get to the train station, and I've got 2 trains, and then I've got about a 2-mile walk, and then I've got a however many hour drive back. What for, you may ask? I've actually got too many cars at the minute I need rid of, because we've done a simple mistake. We've got too many kids and a simple 5-seater car ain't enough. I will show you a demonstration any second, because there's a beautiful car here I'm absolutely loath to part with. In fact, I'm debating parking it up somewhere in storage and keeping it just in case this car I'm going to get I don't get on with. I think I will. However, you know what I need? 7-seater. I need 2 things and 2 things only. I'm not going to be too picky because I haven't got much money to spend. So don't expect something brand new. Don't guess anything brand new. I need 7 seats and I need to have air conditioning. 2 things I need, because it's just been roasting the last few days and it's unbearable before even the baby was born. So anyways, what have I got? This is the Laguna. We've all seen this. Quick walk round. I've had it on my channel. I will be loath to part with it. This is the very, very last edition GT. GT meaning it's got the Nissan developed M9R 2-litre DCI, but it's not the 120, it's not the 150, it's the 175, basically 180 brake. And if you put these on a stage 1, they go to 220 brake. I don't want to get rid of this car. I would like Holly to have it and let the Astra go, because it's that bit wider than the Astra. It's got everything, all the Bison headlamps, headlamp washer moment, heat reflective windscreen, like I've said, basically 200 brake horsepower, pulls like a train. I know that, God, that's saying, but it really, really does. And it's got some beautiful crafted exhaust pipes. Look at them bad boys, 2 of them. The twists and the bends in that stainless steel, absolutely lovely. But yeah, anyways, this car's pretty perfect suited because it's got all the built-in sun blinds. Even in the back there, the back one's up, and to Holly's delight, because she doesn't want to be on camera. We've got ones there, but even in the inside, it's lovely. It's got sat nav, all the proper stitched red leather seats, cruise control, speed limiter, and touchless doors, heated seats. But these are lovely, beautiful seats on here. But I'm going to show you the problem. It's not a definite reason to get rid of the 5-seater cars in general, but I do need to move this one on. I do need to move Holly's car on and possibly keep the other one. I'm not going to name that one yet because it hasn't been put on the channel, but what I'm basically saying is we know we can't cope for this reason. So think about this one. And there's my birth certificates, by the way. Obviously I won't be showing the real things, but there we go. Just been and getting them for him, and I'll introduce the little guy any second. But before we do, look at those lovely seats on there, red stitched, the lot, lovely. Anyhow, so we've got Charlie here, imaginary Charlie, in the front. He has a little guy here. We'll say hello to him. I've just slammed that door far too hard, probably wake him up. He's fast asleep, and he's been on best behaviour today. He's just been and getting his birth certificate. But there's Master Ibbotson, Leon Daniel Ibbotson. Lovely. Now I'm going to leave him alone because he's resting. But yeah, even the red stitched on here, blinds. Does Holly want to say hello? No, Holly's tired. Holly just wants to get back home. But look at that. In the sun blinds. Perfect for the baby. But yeah. Anyways, what I was going to quickly say, I do have to, unfortunately, interrupt Holly again. We've got the pram in the back. The boot's big enough. But there's no space for a Springer Spaniel in there, is there? Just. I'm just going to shut that boot. So obviously imagine Charlie in that front seat, me driving, and Holly. I'm getting to that. So we've got Holly, and we've got Leon. Now we're forgetting little Olivia, aren't we? Now naturally, you can't fit proper child seats on the middle. So what will have to be is another seat like that here, and Holly would have to be trying to squeeze on the hard bits in the middle between a child seat and another child seat, and somehow fitting a dog in. I think all of you know where I'm going here, doesn't it? It just doesn't work. Now I've said, I'll just follow you in my car and all this. We're going to look like the Clampets. If I'm driving round in my car with Charlie and the dog and Holly's driving round in her car, not going to happen, is it? So what I need is a 7-seater. Simple as that. I do. So I can put Charlie or Olivia in the third row, but only have one seat there. So the other side can have the pram, the dog, etc, etc. Then the middle row, Holly, space, baby Leon. Then in the front, whoever chooses, Charlie or Olivia in the front passenger seat and me driving. And something with roof rails, because I've got another Thule roof box, like I've got on my ML, to go on. So even if in the back there's still not space, I can use the roof box to put the pram, shopping, whatever. So it has to be a big MPV, or 7-seater of some kind. But I don't want to go down the route of a family wagon. I'm not that point in my life yet. I don't feel old enough. I know I've got 3 kids and a dog, but I can't bring myself to going from a sporty, does pull really well that, from a sporty hatchback or a state car to the, I don't know, a 1.6 Zafira. Nothing wrong with the Zafira, by the way, cracking cars, but just rather depressing. So, I'm not even going to give you any clues because you all will guess. So anyways, I'm going to leave this here and I'll join you all tomorrow morning at like probably, I don't even know what time it'll be. It'll be like 6 o'clock or something at the bus stop. Then we'll get the bus to Morpeth. Then at Morpeth train station, I'll then reveal where I'm going. Quickly turn. There's a train there, which I'm right next to the East Coast Main Line, right there. So yeah, and Kit, I've mentioned Kit. I might actually end up seeing him further down. And if I do see him, because where I'm going to, he's actually visiting. So we shall see. Just a litter picker there, so I just had to stop for a minute. So yeah, anyway, so I'll let you know how things go. But thanks to Kit, he has offered me, in case of any problems, obviously, if I don't feel right for driving back, I have had limited sleep, and I'm fully aware it's dangerous. Very dangerous to be driving with lack of sleep. So if I do get down there after 4 hours on the train, and it's a 2-mile walk and all the rest of it, if I do get the car's already got a deposit left. There's no arguing, no bartering. To be quite honest, if I turn up and it's a bag of hammers, I will still be buying it. Obviously I've insured it, I'll be taxing it, I'll be MOTing it. I shall simply drive it a mile down the road, if it can drive, and bring the RAC, because I've got cover, and get it recovered back. So I've only got a one-way ticket, which I tell you shouldn't do, but it was going to be very expensive to get a return. So yeah, luckily, thank you very much to Kit. I believe he's staying somewhere down there. He has offered me a roof over my head that night. If for some reason there's a problem with the car, problem with me, whatever. So thank you very much. I don't know what's happening with that yet, but we shall see. So we'll leave it there, and I'll catch you in the morning at a bus stop near my house. How I get myself in these positions, but we've realised it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. We've already tried this situation with only Charlie and no Olivia in Holly's car, and they had the dog. Did not work. Simple as that. Didn't work. Brand new pram as well. Can't have the dog jumping. So I'll catch you in the morning. Right guys, I'm just going to show you what I've got. I thought I would add this bit in, but I'll just quickly show you. New life. Little baby there. Little Leon. He's been all, I think I showed you in the previous video, all registered. Sitting getting his bottle. But instead of me wasting time doing this, I want to crack on. I'm going to get a shave, and I'm going to tell Holly to get herself up to bed and have a bit of sleep, because I'm going to take over the early night shift till about 12, 1. See if I can push till 2. Let Holly get enough sleep, then I know she can cover me, because I must get some sleep in. I can't stress enough, before anybody keyboard warriors get on there, I know how dangerous it is driving when you're tired. But luckily, I've got nearly 4 hours on trains to worry about, so I will be able to get some sleep, get some light on here. on the train, and like I say, I've got kit or I've got other backup plans if I feel tired. So I know, don't worry. And when I am driving back, I'll be taking my time and having plenty of breaks also. So yeah, I've just thought I'd show you what I've got packed, what I take. See if any of you guys do things like this or if it just makes sound weird. I've done this on my other videos. I'd just like to show you what I've got, basically. The car that I'm buying has got a bit of a running fault. Fault meaning a bit of smoke, and it has just been used as a driving around the doors car. So this stuff will explain. And like I've said, this car isn't a lot of money. We're not on Cardiff Garage North East. The cars that I have aren't a lot of money. This is a lot of money, really. I don't want to be spending at the moment because, like I've said, it wasn't part of the plan. It was really last minute with the baby coming. We realised, look, this isn't going to work for now. With 3 children, a dog, 2 adults, with the traditional 5-seater car, 2 in the front, 3 in the back. Ain't going to work. So this is a must. That's probably better out there, but who knows. Anyways, what I've got is a must, a backpack, just to keep everything in one place. That's junk in here there's a dog bowl, coffee, you name it, airport, hand luggage pack. This bag has been literally all over the world. It's got everything I need in there. There's a few bits and bobs like painkillers, personal stuff in there. But this is car related stuff. So, the good old Top Don 600S. This thing is unbelievable for the money. Unbelievable. I'm just taking it just in case we have any little silly moments where the car throws itself into the limp mode. Any lights come up which affect how the car run. Just pull over, be able to plug it in and do the basics. Saying the basics, actually, it does the engine management, airbags, ABS, DPF, and whatever. It's got written on all this stuff that it does. It does tons and tons of stuff, actually. It actually does a whole... When it says and more, it really does mean that, and more. Tons of stuff it does. But yeah, anyways, taking that, I should really take it out the box, but it just protects it. Yeah, this has nothing to do with the car. This is for Dan. Little's Bakery, fantastic. I just had it from the other day. Something to get down my neck at 6 o'clock in the morning. I find it difficult to eat in the mornings to start with, but I must get some on my stomach, so there's my food, my fuel. I said the car's got a bit of a running fault, so it's going to get this banged in. Probably a lot more than what you should. I'm going to stick in nearly half that bottle, because it's, again, a good opportunity on a good drive, especially with a car with a running fault. So make the use of that, because when I come back, I've got a baby to look after. I am actually going to be doing a bit driving, plus Leon was born on the 1st of July. Tight arse, Dan, I will not tax a car after halfway through the month. I would almost not buy a car if it means like this far away having to tax it. I wouldn't. So I'm happy as soon as I turn up, buy the car to tax it. So I need to try and work out my ways of sorting this. But yeah, fuel additives, very, very important. Give it the chance, because it will be taxed and it will be getting used all the time. So I'm just not going to go on pointless long journeys if I don't need to. So I'm on maternity, I've got a baby to look after. So we'll have a bit run round. I need to assess the car. Who knows, I could break down. Anyways, I've got a Cataclean, nice strong cleaner. I don't recommend this putting it in like all the time, but when you've got a running fault, this stuff is strong. So it's going to get that bottle in, and it's going to be getting half that bottle in. And before anybody says, well, you cause damage doing all that, I do it all the time, never caused any damage yet. And these cars generally have quite large tanks anyway, so it's not like you're putting it in a little Fiesta or something like that, you know. It says, what does that say? 1 litre treats 4 tanks. So to be fair, if you put like this full litre into the large tank, you're not going to do a great deal of harm. So it's getting half of that banged in. So it's a fuel lubricant, cleans all sorts of stuff. Have yourselves a read, and this stuff's great as well. So yeah, good strong dose of additives into the diesel, which I'll find somewhere to fill up and do that once I've get in the car. Obviously, ID, bank cards, take them all. Don't always rely on your phone. Never rely on your phone. So got that. All my bank cards, driving licenses, and something else which I haven't got here to show you. I bank with Barclays, and they have what you call a travel pack. It's fantastic. Used to only be 12 quid, but I think it's £14 now. And you get your travel cover, which I've just been on, added Leon onto that. So anywhere you travel in the world, you're covered, which is fantastic. And you also get full comprehensive platinum cover RAC breakdown, which actually means if you're going somewhere and your car totally buggers up, they'll give you a courtesy car, a company, a rental, enterprise car to get to where you need to be. They'll tow you home. The beauty is, you don't register your car, it's you. And not only you, it's your partner, like Holly. And it's not even my cars or Holly's cars, it covers you as a person. So if Holly is in her mate's car and they don't have breakdown cover, it will get that car recovered that she's in. Same with me. If I'm in somebody else's car, it covers me. So when I go out and buy a car, whatever, it covers me. So obviously the vehicle will be in my name. I've already insured it. It's MOT'd. Just needs tax, which I will do before I drive off. So yeah, I am a mechanic, but I value my life that I will not be crawling around underneath the car or even attempting to fix it at the side of a busy road. I am a mechanic, but what I would do if it broke down was, obviously, if it's a safe place, ring the RAC, or if I have to ditch it, stand in a safe place, for God's sake, don't sit in your car. I see so many people doing that. Get to a safe place and then ring for, and have the number saved in your phone as well, because it's a lot of people I find when they break down, they know they've got breakdown cover, but they don't know the number to ring. So straight up, there we go. Get that done. So I've actually got the number and my last dialed numbers to call if we break down. So yeah, make sure you've got breakdown cover there. £2.50. Obviously, I don't know where you guys are from, but Arriva, it's £2.50 to get anywhere. So that's for me bus, because I'll explain that in a minute. Sounds stupid, but I use my mobile phone as my sat nav. I need it, and you know, I've never been to Nottingham, I don't think, in my life. So I need that to put on, so I can use my phone as my sat nav, so I can see it, and that I don't have to use my phone. Obviously, I don't use your phone when you're driving. I don't anyway. But yeah, sounds stupid, but a mobile phone holder. Moving on, power bank. Obviously, I'll be doing bits of recording. I'll be using my phone as my sat nav, and this thing rapidly charges. Mint. This will charge my phone from flat to full in less than 20 minutes. So got that. Just a basic inspection torch, just so when you're going around having a look, you've got something. What I am actually going to do, which I forgot, should be something here. Yep, here, some old gloves. Hide them in my bag. So just when you're viewing the car, if there's anything dirty, checking oil, whatever, have an old set of gloves, just so when you get into the car, drive back. I don't know about yous. I am a mechanic, obviously, and I hate my hands being dirty, let alone having to sit and do a 3-4 hour drive with dirty hands. Annoying. So yeah, that's something I forgot. Some gloves. And finally, just a set of earphones for when I'm on the train. Obviously, I send quite a lot of voice messages to people, so you can speak into it, you can listen to music, and just not being one of these very, very annoying people who sit in public with their phones on full blast, on a train, or a bus, or in a cafe. Just use earphones. I just don't get it. You know, you're sitting there on a train or a plane or whatever, and somebody ping on, I don't even know what to use, TikTok or whatever. So infuriating. It's like, when you're in a public area, especially quiet areas, where people are trying to sleep, relax, just put some earphones in. It's not hard. So anyways, taking them just purely for that. But yeah, they're just the basics that I want to get sorted. So anyways, I'll catch you at the bus stop, which I've been as well, to check down there at the times. I don't rely on them. I have got a backup plan. If the bus doesn't come, which Arriva's terrible at the minute, I've got Nick the Laguna here at home. I'll just have to pay the money and dump it in the train station car park, and when I get back, beg and borrow somebody to take us back to get that one. That's a backup plan. It's for the bus. But yeah, like I say, up in the morning, walk to the bus stop, get the bus, walk to the train station, get on the train to Newcastle, do a transfer at Newcastle, then on my way through to Nottingham. Like I said, I think I have said that anyway, so I'll work it as we go. So I'll catch you probably at the bus stop, looking very, very tired tomorrow morning. Catch you then. Right guys, we're at the bus stop, but that is people waiting here, which I didn't expect. It just shows you how busy things are getting. It's 7 o'clock in the morning, there's ambulances going and God knows what. I've lived here all my life and I've never used to have been this busy for this hour of the morning. Anyway, there's somebody here, I'll catch you later. I feel like a zombie. I need a coffee and I need to wake up. Catch you soon. Well guys, there's the bus. I mean, this is Central Morpeth and this is quieter than what it was trying to get on the bus at my door. So yeah, that's the bus gone. I've got 20 minutes. We're going to walk down the station. Join us if you want. I'm still half asleep, so excuse if I get my words mixed up and whatnot. So we'll have a walk down here and we shall have a look. So this is the hill down into Morpeth. Still busy for this time of morning. Right, so I just come up to the station. So I'll point out that's the bridge that crosses before the infamous Morpeth curve on the East Coast Main Line. A few of you train guys will know all about that. Anybody else who doesn't, do a quick Google. It's one of the most dangerous parts of the East Coast Main Line. The ones that they call it, I think it's the Morpeth curve, something like that. Anyway, yeah, I have done a bit of research over the years and I know about it. But yeah, there's been some nasty train crashes in the past on there, on that corner. But we shouldn't be talking about that because I've got to get on a train. So yeah, oh, I'm struggling. I must admit, I was up till after 2 o'clock this morning with little man, and I feel terrible because he hardly rested at all for Holly on her share, and I would have loved to have took over from her this morning. Sorry, got interrupted there. My alarm clock came on. My normal life alarm clock, not these ones. Yeah, anyways, I feel terrible leaving Holly on her own. But anyways, let's have a quick look at the train station. If viewers haven't been to Morpeth train station before, it's quite a grand old place. Probably dates back many, many years, but we'll walk in and we'll have a look and see how many people are there. We've got a little bit of time to spare. I wouldn't mind getting to the loo, and I've just spotted the cafes open. Happy days. Happy days, I can get myself a coffee in a wee. So yeah, we'll have a quick look here, shall we? Obviously there's people here, so I'm just gonna...
And London King's Cross. A trolley service at Prince is available on this train. The next train to arrive...
Yeah, so that's Morpeth, guys. A few people standing around. So, I'm gonna nip in and get something to eat and get a coffee. Well guys, here we are at Morpeth. I've just been to the loo. I'm going to nip and get myself a coffee. I just thought I'd show you around. It's that busy, obviously there's a lot of commuters. Yeah, it's a lovely old station. This one, I believe there's a train oncoming. But anyways, a bit of chit chat. Have any of you got any clues? I can't give any because he's all that good, and he's all knows far too well of what I will pick and what I won't pick. So you know it's not going to be a 1.6 fare. You know it's not going to be scenic, grand scenic. Actually, my dad's got one. I've used that. I like it, but not for me. Who knows? What could it be? You've got to have some ideas. Leave comments below. Don't cheat and don't scroll through to the end of my video, which I will put it on, obviously. I don't know how much filming I'm going to get done. It's very busy in some areas where I wouldn't expect it. Like on the bus, I thought I would have at least been able to barely get a seat, which I couldn't. So who knows? Anyways, I want to pause this and we'll see which train comes by. Actually, before the train approaches, I just thought I'd show you the car parks here at this one, which is like £4 for the day, and that one over there, which is £3. So this was my last option to leave the car if the buses messed about, which they didn't. But it would have been a pain because I would have gotten back tonight very late, very tired, and also trying to pick a car up. Where the first thing I want to do tonight when I walk through the door is send Holly straight up to bed, get ourselves some rest, and I'll take over looking after Leon, which I'm myself after 4 hours on the train. Probably about 4 hours back on in a questionable vehicle. I don't know nothing about it. It has got I think it's got like a running fault or something. So this could very well be a very long day for me. But yeah, that's my aim today, is get back in a reasonable time and try and see my little son as best as I can when I get back. And try and have the best mindset up here, because as you all know with babies, it's not physical, it's mental. It's keeping your mind, every 2 hours, feed, sort him out, wind him, put his nappy on, etc, etc, round and round every 2 hours. Anyways, we'll just get this train here and I'll just explain. I know a lot of these aren't interested in family life, but that's my life at the moment. See how we've got an LNER. I don't even know what trains I'm getting today. I'm going to go through that in a second. So there we go, getting a nice train coming through the station. It says it's not stopping here, so there we go. Like I've said, that is the famous Morpeth curve up round there. Hence the speed limit is so slow coming through Morpeth. You'll never get a train flying through Morpeth. As you can hear it squealing. It's going up and around the curve a bit further up there. So yeah, anyways, trains. I think the first one is an old Pacer or something, an old northern one. Then I'm getting into a cross country. And then I think is it GWR or something? I'm not, obviously it's from down the Midlands way. So I've got three trains. This one now from Morpeth. to Newcastle. I think I've got 12 minutes in Newcastle, so I'll have time to faff around there. Hence, I've walked a little bit too far out of my way here. I want to get a coffee. Get a coffee here and something to eat. Newcastle, 12 minutes. Transfer to the cross country. I think somewhere, is it Sheffield or something? I think I've got a transfer with a decent little gap. I think like 16, 20 minutes. Which if I miss this here, I might be able to get something there. Then from there to Nottingham. So, but I've got a 2 mile walk, and like I said, I've already done the bus, but I couldn't film any of that, apart from the bit you seen it just driving off. So, get something to eat, we'll get on this train, try and do some filming at Newcastle. Don't know how busy the trains are going to be, so don't be disappointed if that's not a great deal. If not, I'll join you when I'm walking, from wherever I'm walking from Nottingham to wherever I need to be, which I'll have to use my sat nav anyway. So I'll catch you soon. Here we are, guys, at Sheffield. Have I been in my life? The train was busy, couldn't do any filming. The signal was rubbish, so I couldn't do any editing or anything. So yeah, Sheffield for you. A little look round. It's rather busy. Nice day though. Yeah. But anyways, stepped off the train, and that's where we need to be. 8A for the next one, which should be saying up there. There's no information. Yeah, Nottingham on time for 10:40. So I think there's a little cafe over here. I'll see if I can nip to the loo and get something to eat. And then when we get to Nottingham, I've got a 2 mile walk to do, so I'll join you on that to do a bit more talk about the car, and I'll try and stop somewhere on my way. Actually, I'm not going to get something to eat from there. I'll get something in Nottingham for my dinner. Try and get a quiet table somewhere, we'll have a chat, so I'll catch you then. Well guys, this makes a change with getting a full seat, 4-seat table. Help myself. Pack a snacker jacks, charging cable, and nobody around, so happy days. Not very often I get a seat to myself compared to the last one on, was it cross country? It's the only problem with split tickets, you get them cheaper, but you've got to keep dotting around the train all the time, so one minute you get comfortable sitting there, and you forget somebody's here sitting in my seat. Well yeah, of course you are, because they keep changing all the time, so yeah. So like I said, that was with it. Got the name of it. Sheffield Station. Got a few at where we're approaching now. Alfreton, and then it's Nottingham, I think, next. So I'm going to sit back, enjoy a bit of my own space, because I'm not a good person when I'm in crowds and people next to us and stuff. So I'm going to enjoy this, and then just hopefully when we get off this train at Nottingham, if I've been in my life, somewhere just to go and get some dinner, a nice cold drink, and then have a 2 mile stroll to this. I could get a bus or something. I want to put my steps in the day, as I've sat on my backside most of the morning on buses and trains. Get the steps in, and I'll be just sitting on my backside driving back as well. So yeah, here we are now, coming into, not sure. There we go. Yeah, I can't even say it. So I'll catch you soon anyway, guys. I want to get my phone put on this charger. Yeah, guys, we're on the walk, and as you can see, building sites, but new buildings to one side, old mills that are like half burnt out and knocked down across there. The only downside is, when I followed the sat nav on the phone, which made it up this, it took us straight out the city centre, which wasn't actually that big, so this mustn't actually be a very big city, but it took us away from all the pubs, bars, restaurants, so I don't know if I've just shot myself in the foot here. I suppose I'll just go and get the car, but I'm most certainly not driving back into the city centre that I don't know, never been to. Don't know if there's any congestion charges yet, I need to check that, the pollution nonsense. Don't know if there's any of that here. Me being a rural guy, I don't deal with that. So, I wish this car will definitely not comply. Might be a clue. Yeah, so, I need to get back to sat nav and find out what way I'm going. But unfortunately, none of it looks like I'm going to be sitting in a pub getting me dinner, which is rather annoying. So we'll have a plan B, we'll have to just get the car and find somewhere on the way. Well guys, I'm eventually getting to some top restaurant, KFC. Yeah, it's alright. I would have much rather have been at a pub with a burger or something, but I don't know, I've like come out of this like really like kind of like industrial, like the Harley Davidson place over there. I know I've seen there's like car garages up there, there's Line Garage like in Bedlington there. But yeah, here we are. Had me food, half it's been trying to blow off the table, absolutely boiling. However, it's windy, really windy, so half my chips and that went blown across there. world's hottest restaurant in there. I can't fathom out why there's so many people sitting inside where it's actually borderline the same temperature outside, and it's hot outside. It is roasting in there. You'd think they have air conditioning, hence I've chose to sit out in the wind. It wasn't really what I wanted, but it's cooler. So, sorry, really loud car come by. Very interesting place this. I've had about a 1.5 mile walk now, and I've seen some very interesting characters, to say the least. Not by any means saying where I come from is posh, not by a million mile, but yeah, I would imagine Nottingham has a bit of a dodgy side to it, let's just say. So yeah, I don't know what the plan is now, so I'm going to sit. I wanted to sit and just have half an hour, 45 minutes to sort a few things out on my phone, because the signal has been horrendous on the trains. I'm getting nothing done what I wanted, only on stations where I've done swap overs. So I might have a little bit further walk down, see if there's just somewhere, even a cafe, just to sit in peace, because it's not peace out here. Got to sort a few things out on my phone, and I'll contact the guy who's got the car. I'll not be doing no filming there, because it's like a parcel delivery place that he runs, and he's got the car there. I'll just get the car bought, get out of here, get out of Dodge City, so to speak, and find somewhere on my way back to pull over, just to show you around, or even just wait till I get nearer home. Can't really do much filming while I'm driving, but we'll see how it goes. I need to contact Kit, but I'm not quite sure on the distance difference and stuff, and how much longer I've got before I need to start heading back. Anyways, we'll catch you soon. Right guys, here we are, in the middle of a random industrial estate in Nottingham. So I'm going to find the place. I've got a postcode. Postcodes in industrial estates are like a nightmare to find. Plus I'm on foot, actually probably easier on foot. But my god, those roads out there look like a nightmare. I ain't gonna lie, for a minute, I'll travel the length and breadth of the country. It doesn't bother me to drive most places, but busy town centres that I'm not familiar with and never been to before, I don't enjoy it. I'll admit that. I hate it. Even Newcastle, where I live, I don't drive in those, what do you call them, inner city, outer city kind of roads that just look like an absolute nightmare. Oh, and I've just found what I'm looking for. But I'm not going to show you this. I want to keep you guessing, and I'm going to introduce it in a better location than where it's parked. So I've just walked past it, so I'm keeping the camera this way. I'm going to walk a little way up here, and I don't want to be rude to the person and just turn up. However, I do like to sometimes, I'm just going to give you a little bit of advice. I don't know how bad the wind is here. I do like to sometimes turn up unannounced. I don't like usually going against people's word or what people say, but it's always a good way to catch a dodgy seller out. If they say, oh, come at 9, make sure you turn up at 8:30. Don't go praying on the door though, in case they've got kids asleep or something like that at a residential house. But get there and get a look around the car. And it just beats you. I mean, unless they're really clever and have it started up and running a few hours beforehand. But what I always tend to find is catch them on the hop. Gives them that chance to, like, you know, I don't know, like if just something doesn't work or it needs a special way of doing it to do it, so you don't see it when you're buying it. It's a good way to catch them out. So yeah, I'm going to text him down here and say I'm going to be there. This guy, by the way, is spot on. I don't know if I'm going to share my YouTube channel with him. I've got no problems with him. Genuine, lovely guy. He's been very helpful. But I'm just kind of saying, don't just tell them that you're 5 minutes away, you're an hour away. Just say, I'm here now. And if they say, oh, well, I'm busy or something, then obviously you don't mind waiting. A little bit of advice there. It's absolutely boiling. I've got to take my jacket off. I'm sweating. I doubt the weather will be like this around ours. It's very windy, but very hot. So anyways, I'm going to now knock this phone off, text the guy and say I'll be 2 minutes. I'll probably be standing there at the front, waiting for them to come out. And say, I don't know, got a moment as well as knocking on doors and asking people you kind of just are there when you know they're going to come out, because you've texted them to say you're there when you're already there. Yes, that sounds confusing, but it does work. I've tried it many times. But anyways, I'll catch you soon. Just thought I would add this bit in, guys. The Beg Valley Stormwater Culvert. And that's the industrial estate down just literally there where the car is. And I thought, oh, I'll just walk to the end of the road. That's why I always like doing a little bit of exploring. And what a lovely little place this is. There's a little garden up there, but there's loads of people sitting in it. Yeah. Nicest part of Nottingham I've seen. The rest of it's just all shops and the usual. But yeah, this is quite nice along here. Be nice working up to that every morning, looking across here. just thought I'd show that. Just something a bit different. Right, back to business. I'm going to text the guy and say I'm on my way, and hopefully catch him as he's walking out the door. So I'll see you when I've got the car. Or I'm trying to find a train ticket home, because I've only got a one-way ticket, so I'm screwed if I don't. So let's just hope everything's all good. Cross my fingers. Right guys, it's gone from being boiling hot to cold and windy for some reason. When I'm saying cold, cooler. It's definitely a lot warmer down this neck of the woods. I'm really annoyed. There's a lovely, like, what do you call them? Broads, you know, they call it Norfolk Broads, like the little, I don't know what they're called, the waterways around there. We're not far from there, and it looks lovely. I was going to try and get this video done just over there, but there isn't a way to get in. It's like a members only car park, which the gate's closed. Anyways, I've pulled over on this little spot. I was just at a lovely pub there. I've had a bite to eat and a quick drink. I need to get this video done because I want to get on my way back, because I'm miles behind. It's probably going to be pushing really late tonight, so I may as well do the big reveal. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do the thumbnail for this, to whether or not I'm going to add it on. I don't know. I haven't got a clue how we're going to work it, but either way, here we go. So what have I bought? 7-seater, working aircon. That's all I wanted. Could not care less, apart from something very dreary and miserable, like a small engine little MPV. Dan doesn't do MPVs. I'm not ready at that stage in my life, even with 3 kids, to write my life off. So what have I bought? It's probably a few years have guessed, actually. What's that old saying? The devil that you know is the one that you trust. So what have I bought? Another ML. However, how to spot a 7-seater ML is quite easy. 3 little nipples on the back windows that open. So I've got it all. 4-wheel drive, tow bar. Yes, the arches are a little bit gone, but wait until you see underneath. It's the diesel one, the 5-cylinder, 2.7 Merc engine. Can't go wrong. No DPF, no nonsense. And also, it's the cheaper tax. None of this £800 tax like the newer ones are. Do not want that. Factory tinted windows, 7 seats, tow bar, good tyres. That looks far worse than it is, believe you me. It's 100 times better than my silver one for corrosion wise, and it drives lovely. With it being the 7-seater version, it also comes like what my other one's got, with the big 4-pot or 6-pot Brembo brakes at the front and also at the back, but they're like 2 on the back. But yeah, lovely. Same owner for 7 or 8 years. Fantastic. I've got a shout out for these guys. Been absolutely fantastic with me today. Can't thank them enough. This is a long way for me to travel. It really is. But this has got a few little extras and lacks a few things to my other one, which is weird. It's a year older, 53 instead of 54, and it's got the factory fitted parking sensors as well. But the only thing it has got on this front, which you've just seen there, has got the old crack in the front bumper. Common with these. Do you know what I'm going to do with that? Absolutely nothing. Leaving it be, not going to touch it. Might clean the headlights up a little bit. Tyres are all good. And I've got a little trick for the arches, which I'm going to do as well. The other one, be a silver car. Scrape them down very lightly. If you go mental with them, you'll make a mess. And if you think you're being clever, you're not being clever by poking and houting on at them, because you will regret it. So, all you're going to do with these is very simple. I'm going to get, I think it's that dirty, the car's full of dust. I think it's a metallic black, I believe. I'm going to get the Hammerite black paint, which is actually metallic black. I'm lightly going to go, mainly these are more from that end. Scrape them down, like, you know, pull these little bits off here. Scrape them down and just touch them in with some black Hammerite. Coat them with some clear wax oil, and that is it. But you might be looking at this going, ooh, that looks terrible. Get a look at this. Unbelievable. I've never seen a chassis ever this good on one of these. This is unreal. I mean, I know these cars well, so I know where to look. And I can't get over. Look at them tracking points. It's still black. The paint hasn't even come off the chassis. Down here in the wheel arches, it's still like new. Like, I mean, that's the chassis, and the chassis on these, believe you me, are thick, twice the thickness of an L200. There you go down there as well. Look at that. It's like brand new. Can't get over it. So a few little scabby wings, I really could not care less. The doors are in good condition, unlike mine. Both doors. So it's really just the back arches to tidy up. The fronts aren't even that bad, to be honest. For what's down here, once again, scrape it down tiny little bit and just touch it in. But apart from that, does not need nothing. Swear to God, guys, we're in the absolute middle of nowhere and somebody's had to pull up and start taking bikes out of a car. One of the reasons that really bugs me about trying to do a YouTube channel, it might seem nothing, but you've got no idea. I want to get home, it's dusty, and it's just, you can't make a fucking look at this, honest, look. Nobody. Somebody pulls up there and starts getting a bike out of a car. Couldn't write it. Anyways, we're getting covered in dust and everything here. So, it's getting windy as well. So, this is just a brief look round. It's a really, really good car. Like I say, it's been owned from brand new. In fact, I'm going to have to shut these windows in a minute because there's so much dust getting in. Yeah, so anyways, factory fitted windows, tinted windows, factory fitted parking sensors, tow bar, and like I've said, this is what I bought it for. Proper, full-sized 7-seater car with the back end windows as well, which is fantastic to have. And the beauty is with these, I can just fold them down one at a time. So what I'm going to do is have that one folded down and have this area here, keep that one up, so I can have the pram and all the rest of it. And I'm also going to fit my roof box into the onto the top, my other roof box, so I've got an extra bit of storage if required. Interior wise, very, very nice. Black leather, this one. The other one's grey. Everything is where it should be. Box there. Like you see, I've got a proper 7-seater car. It's exactly what I wanted. That little thing's torn off there. There's a few little bits. Nothing that I can't be tidied up. Nothing that's an issue for what the car has cost us. Full memory seats at the front. Black dashboard rather than grey. Taking a bit of getting used to it from the other one. With it being, it's a facelift one, so it's got the LED mirrors, automatic fold. But it's been relatively well looked after, this thing. It really has. Can't complain. Must be a popular track. It's been like 10 women just walk past walking dogs, no joke. So anyways, back on with it. So yeah, inside, a few little issues, nothing major. Mainly, which happened to the other one, these come off. I just need to re-secure that, but it all still works. Bar that though, nothing to worry about. It's got one of them pop-out screen things, not keen of it. The original radio's in there, that may have to go in. This is, like I say, the extra switch, factory parking sensor, cruise control. That's not, I mean, I'll jump in, there's not a massive amount of difference, in all honesty, to the other one, apart from the 7 seats. Massive difference is the air conditioning works fantastically. It is ice cold, and it was up to 28 degrees the before, and it was ice cold, it really was. And you get the extra switches on this one there and there, which are then back windows are electric, as you can just see that open at the back, which is lovely when you're driving because you can have this window open and it's going straight out those ones in the back. It creates a lovely airflow. The other one's missing those 2 switches because it's a 5-seater. All of this, I'm going to give it a good clean up. 130 some 1,000 miles just went off there. I'll open the bonnet and I'll show you in there. But really, of all the boxes I wanted to tick for not a lot of money, this car really does do it all. It has got a bit of a running fault. Well, it runs perfectly fine. It just kicks out a little bit of black smoke. The guy's wife used it. He admitted it was doing town driving. So like I've shown you with that bottle of stuff, I've banged a whole bottle of Cata Clean in and half a bottle of the Dippertane. And I will be putting more in. But I know for a fact, I think the EGR is totally blocked up. So that will be getting took out, cleaned. Hopefully it's not totally jammed and mapped out. I might get a stage 1 and that takes these to about 200 brake. So like I said, totally different driving experience to the petrol one, being a turbo diesel. It's the well-known famous 2.7 5-cylinder turbo diesel. Lovely. Brand new battery. He took it in, brand new intercooler. Just checking that that's not leaking on there. That's got a little, should be fine, this pressure sensor, but I've just spotted a little bit of oil. I don't think it's anywhere near enough to be concerned about. And the smoke isn't oil, by the way, it's black soot, which is all signs of either a boost leak somewhere, which it's got the brand new intercooler in. I will be double checking the pipe work, that none of the seals have gone on that. but it's not really under boost. It's just when it's running and you blip it a little bit, you can see, which is all signs of the EGR. Because as soon as you blip that throttle, EGR has to close immediately, and if it's jammed, it's not being able to do that. And every time you rev it, it's not being able to. I'll show you in a second what I mean. It's not that bad, but like I said, no DPF, no nonsense, and this thing is absolutely solid. Mega solid. One thing I might do is take that scuttle panel off and disconnect the alarm siren, which sits here, which causes massive problems for these, for battery drain. Experience from the other one, which I know. And of course, do the usual what Dan likes to do, order, even though probably won't need it, we'll be definitely doing an oil and filter, air filter, pollen filter, fuel filter. Just because it doesn't cost me a lot of money to do that. Like I say, we've got a nice gearbox oil cooler, I would imagine, main radiator intercooler, and aircon condenser behind there. So yeah, and I'm just looking on here. Typically the flipping one sticker that I didn't want to be peeled off on there. Hoping on mine it might actually say about the aircon. Typically, I'm going to have a look on mine and see if that refers to diesels as well, just to get the right settings, because the aircon's ice cold, but I've booked it in. Had a Groupon voucher. It's cost us less than 30 quid to do a regas. The gas is fine, but it's this oil you need to change in them. And it's been 4 years since he's had it regassed, and it's still absolutely ice cold. So I just thought you may as well do an oil change and get the gas topped up to where it should be, just to be on the safe side while I'm off work as well. So happy days on that. So we'll just fire it up. It's terrible, there's dust, there's too much of this going into the car for my likings. Lovely, lovely. 5-cylinder per. And I love it old school. It is electronic throttle, but it's on here. Give it a rev. That lovely turbo whistle just as you let off the throttle there. Lovely, absolutely lovely. But I will be having a look around these pipes and everything myself for any little leaks on the turbo, around the turbo, or anything like that. But I certainly can't really hear any. But nothing to worry about. And that pump there is the one that's seized on mine, which I will be keeping an eye on. I've got all the numbers for that. But around the back here, there's no major smoke, and in fact it's clearing up lovely, and we haven't even been onto the motorways yet in it, so we will see. Honestly guys, it's like the A1 down this track, I swear to God, I'm getting on my wick. Anyways, we'll give them a little rev and I'll just show you what I mean. That little bit there, it's actually kicking up the dust off the floor more. All the true signs of a block EGR. But like I said, we'll get all the dippertain through it and the other stuff, and I've still got to put some diesel in because it's actually below half. So yeah, there we go. I'll do an outro later on. To be honest, I'm getting covered in dust here. It's aggravating us, and I want to get on my way because I've still got over 3 hours of driving to do. So I'll catch you all soon. Maybe tomorrow I might give it a jet wash or something like that, and we'll have another look around it and end the video. Catch you soon. Right guys, I got no filament done because it was very late when I got back, because the A19 was closed, the A1 was closed, and the Tyne tunnel to get through to that part of the 19 was a nightmare. So I didn't get any filament done. So yeah, as for women with cars, right, she took one look at this and went, oh, it's minging, it's dirty. That's all that Holly was about, even though she likes the car. So I'm taking it now to be fully valeted. At a good recommendation of a friend of mine, Jordan. I'll try this guy, and for not a lot of money, let's see how good we can get this car. So I'll give you a quick look around now, which you've seen briefly, and we'll see what it looks like afterwards. So let's have a quick look around it. I've done nothing to it since I brought it home. As you can see, I don't know if it brings it up on the images, but it is. You can literally draw your name. It's that dirty. I mean, it's never got to clean the rust away or nothing. And to be fair, it looks quite clean as I'm seeing this on camera, so you might see it as being quite clean. But when you really zoom in, it is absolutely thick with dirt. Really doesn't look its best. We'll have a quick look in the interior so you can see it before and after. Again, the interior is not horrendous, but the seats, you know, have got bits of marks on. The carpets are looking a little bit grubby in that, you know. Obviously there's nothing that can be done with that thing that's come off. I don't particularly care either. Like I said, black hammerite job on those, and they'll be good as new forever. Like the other one has been with the silver hammerite. And in the boot, again, not much of a clean up. but just to make the vehicle look a little bit more presentable. That's all I want. Don't want a Rolls Royce, and I don't expect it to be like a new car. Just want it to be a bit better shape than what it currently stands at the moment. You know, like this, and you know, just general sort of. A lot of that dust, I must say, was off when I had the thing parked up, trying to do this video. So we shall see. That was a quick before. If I've got time, we'll do it after. Then we'll probably end the video about there. Well, guys, I just thought this would be relevant to start and to nearly end it at almost the place it first began, at this bus stop at somewhere around 6-7 o'clock in the morning on the Friday. I look around. Well, yeah, I'm just waiting for the bus, but it's for a totally different reason. Well, actually, it isn't. It's not for a totally different reason. It's to go and collect the car. It's weird. Back at the same bus stop, and I never really get these buses from here or nothing like that. Back at the same place to pick up the car because I decided to take it to get valeted yesterday. There were a new guy I've not tried, like I've said, I've mentioned before in a previous video. And in that video, I was in a place called Bedlington, Barrington Industrial Estate. And as it happens, my fault for being so tired, it was a totally different industrial estate in Morpeth. So I was late for the guy, which I felt like a bit of an idiot. So I said to him, I needed it done before 12 to have a hospital appointment. I says, do you know what, mate, if you don't mind keeping hold of the car, just keep it all day, which meant he could get away home early. And it did nothing but pour rain yesterday, so it saved me car from getting up the eyes, because I think the remainder of this week it's meant to stay relatively dry. Guys, I was up till 3:30 this morning. I went to bed when it was light, so apologies for my appearance and mixing up my words. I'm absolutely shattered. So yeah, that's why I'm getting the bus, because Holly was going to run us up, but she may as well sort the burn, because we're going to go out and I need to get some diesel in this ML while we go to Costco while it's cheap, and it gives it a chance to get a run. So anyways, I'm just waiting for the bus. I hope I haven't missed it. I'm going to collect the car, come back home, I'll do a walk around video somewhere on the way back, I'll probably end the video there, and that's it. I have actually got it booked in for a remap. Stage 1 remap takes it to 200 brake horsepower, a lot of torques. I think, like, I don't know what the torque thing is. That's the most important bit. The most important bit is EGR delete and swirl flap delete, because I do believe a lot of this smoke issue is due to the EGR. So I'll catch you when I get the car. I'm just currently waiting for the bus. Anyhow, I was going to wait for the bus to turn up, but as per, it's late. I was going to try and get a bit of good filming in, but nah, I need to get on and do something on my phone anyways. I need to change Charlie's booking for the swimming, because he's got a little bit of a sore wound on his face, and I don't want to risk waiting for the noise. I don't want to risk taking him swimming in case he gets infected, so I may as well get on the phone to the leisure centre and move me booking forward a week. Personal life information, but hey ho, I'll catch you soon when I get off the bus at Morpeth and walk down to the car valet place. If it's busy, I won't do any filming. If it's quiet, with the permission of the guy who's done it, who seems like a lovely lad, I will. But we'll see how it goes when we get there. Don't worry, guys, the reveal video of the car cleaned up is coming now. I've already done the video, and I forgot to add one important bit in. This is just a very short clip, just to give a guy the shout out who did me car for us, did the valeting. And this is here, and his details. If you are local to Morpeth, highly recommend using him. Fantastic guy. There are some of the stuff he does. Can't fault them at all. I've got a few leaflets if anybody's even local to me. Come in and get one. Or he's in Cuppy's Lane. He's in Cuppy's Lane Industrial Estate. I just finished the recording. I have realised I said I would give him a shout out. I had already stopped and done the outro and everything. So yeah, don't worry. This next video comes straight to the car. Catch you soon. Right, guys, and welcome back to the final part of the video. And once again, the car has come up absolutely great from getting a full valet done. I can't stress enough, I'm not a lazy person, but when it comes to valeting, I always recommend taking the car just to a good valeter to let them do the first, what I class, chip the dirt off, get it back, get it to a kind of a clean sheet, so to speak. And then, if you want to do anything on top of that, then you can. And this has really brought this car from, in my opinion, a kind of used looking old four-wheel drive to something really more special. It's not perfect, not by any means, but it's not a very expensive car. But park this next to a £100,000 Range Rover, and I really don't think it would look too far out of place. Clearly it's not great, but for one of these it is actually in very good condition. I think that now looks absolutely spot on. Factory tinted windows, none of this white marks around. You always know when they're aftermarket tints, because you can see like the little checks. You'll have a white mark that goes around all there on the bonded windows. Factory tints, like I've said, that stands out because it's a black car, but believe you me, I'm going to sort them out. Certainly not be perfect, not by any means, but get a bit of black hammerite round those, on the tow bar. Some stuff you can do it, improvements, other stuff I can't. But yeah, I can hear a car coming, so I'm just going to pause because I'm going to get interrupted. I swear to God, I could be in the middle of the North Pole and somebody would happen to just walk past me. There's like nobody around here. But yeah, there had to be a car. We'll go up there. But anyways, back to the car. At the front, these headlights will definitely clean up like brand new. They're 100 times better than the other one, and they come up like brand new. Little crack in the bumper, not bothered. Literally, straight up, not bothered. There's a bit of a mark on the bonnet there. Again, not bothered. This car's going to get used to its potential of what it was built to do. Just the cart families around, tow the caravan, have the dog in, just to use. Not to abuse, but to use. So I say it's got all the full parking sensors on this one. All the way around. It's got like 6 parking sensors on the front, 4 on the back. All work. And like I've said, it's just come up absolutely fantastic. It's just such a shame Mercedes let themselves down with the old rot on the arches carry on. The car's not rotten itself, it's perfect underneath. So yeah, so I've already spent a bit of money like I've mentioned on it. She likes to blow a bit of black smoke. First up, for the sake of I can get them done quite cheap, I'm just going to get it done anyway. May not be the problem. If it's something else, I'll cross that bridge when I come to it. I've drove the car all the way back from Nottingham. It does not affect how it runs or anything. It's just not great. So what I'm getting done is a stage 1 remap, RGM remaps. I'm getting it, so it's going to go from I think it's 160 brake it stands at the minute. It actually jumps up to 200 brake, but we're not looking at that at the torque figures. I think it's into nearly 500 newton meters of torque. That's the important bit that massively improves to the gearbox to change earlier. And these engines do wake up a lot from a remap. But more importantly, the black smoke, I believe the EGR valve on these are electronic, and it's basically stuck in with all the crud inside. So, and you can't blank these ones off at all. So I'm getting it mapped out, and also the swirl flaps which can stick. I'm going to get those mapped out as well. I'm not going to remove them because there's no real issue to do it. But in my opinion, if they're not constantly moving, they're not wearing out anymore. And if they're not damaged now or cause an issue now, then there won't be an issue because they won't be moving anymore. So yeah, so stage 1, EGR delete and swirl flap delete. Just going to get it done. If the valve is completely jammed open, I can't get it shut. Unfortunately with these ones, you can't blank them off and leave them open. You can't really damage them to close them. So what I will do is go against every thing that I teach everybody not to do. Just go onto eBay or Amazon and find the absolute most cheap rubbish one I can possibly find and put it on, because all that will be doing is blocking it. It'll be plugged in, but it will not be opening or moving. It will have no purpose because it's been mapped out, but it needs to be physically closed. But you can't close it with any other way other than having a valve in there which is shut. It's like a cylinder. It's like a cylinder. You know your piston in a cylinder? It's like a piston that goes into a cylinder. There's nothing you can put in there or do anything about. So unfortunately, the only way would be to do that. If it isn't that, I'm hoping it's some very simple things like some vacuum leaks or the air filter's blocked. I doubt it's a boost leak. I don't hear anything major. I will have a look around the pipes, and a big suspect on these is the intercooler, brand new. But I will have a look. Got a notification on my phone there, so I will have a look on those just to see if there is anything that springs to mind or what I can find. But even if it's an injector or something, I don't care. I'll get it sorted because the car is worth spending on. I don't know if I've just mentioned before, I booked it in for aircon. It takes over 1,000 grams, that's a kilo of gas. It's working perfectly fine, but with aircon, it's just like your engine. Obviously it's got gas in it, but it's got oil. It's important to have those oils changed regularly to every 2 or 3 years, which is due, just to keep the system right. Otherwise, if the oils dry out and everything, that's what causes leaks, damages the pump. So I'm just going to get it done. So yeah, remap, aircon service on Thursday. Next Monday is the remap, like I've mentioned. And then when I'm back to work next week, I'm going to probably this week order a service kit in. Oil, air, pollen, fuel, tin of black hammerite. Definitely desperate for a back wiper. I've already ordered the front wipers for it. Probably get a black touch-up pen just for the areas that aren't on the arches to go in. In fact, I'm always sure I have one, but for the sake of like down here, look, little bits where they've been chipped. I'm just going to get the black touch-up. I'm not going to use Hammerite on that. I'll use the exact match just to tidy up those bits, really. But yeah, it's spot on. You just really can't complain. It's just absolute Mercedes at its premium, this. You just don't get that on the new stuff, let alone this is way over 20 years old. One bit there, but a lot of it's just been abuse, you know. Not abuse, but, you know, just getting used. But it's just fantastic. It's really not had too much of a hard life, this car, at all. I'll give the guy a shout out who's done this valet, because he's done a very, very good job. It's come up lovely, that has. Right, I think these have aged very, very well. In my opinion, I think they've aged very well, this look of ML, the W163. Especially, I don't know why they didn't just make them all 7-seaters, in my opinion. Yeah, it's perfect having the electronic opening windows at the back for ventilation. Big, proper, beefy seats. You know, and he's had all these out and cleaned them. Really is a good quality looking item there now. I couldn't be happier with it. It was definitely worth the journey, because you just get in, start it, and it works. It's smoky, but it works. I'm not saying a bit smoky. It's probably me just being over the top, to be honest, but I like things to be right, you know. Need to sort this out. Common, just exactly the same on mine. Did the same. But yeah, what more do you want? Ice cold air conditioning, cruise control, speed limiter, 4 electric windows, parking sensors, automatic fold mirrors, heated seats. I will be getting a different head unit in there. Low range gearbox, beautiful automatic. Can't ask for any more, you know what I mean? Auto dipped in mirror. They're fully spec'd out, these things. They're absolutely great. So, I shall leave it there. Hope I haven't got on too long. Hope the video's not too long. I've been promising you a video for a while. So yeah, this hasn't been a, let's just put it, project or anything like that. This is an absolute must. We cannot manage. And I've got Charlie this weekend, and when I've got my son, and that's 5 hours plus a dog, I need the 3rd row of seats. It does not work. We've tried, and it just didn't work. So yeah, unfortunately, I'm having to let a couple of me other cheaper cars go to afford to have this on the fleet. It's not something I wanted to do at this stage, having an extra car, but it was a must. And at the end of the day, it's a good one. I can't complain with it. It's just giving us a bit of a headache now, because I need to get rid of the car that I had for this to replace it. So if anybody is after a car, actually I've got 2 cars, just cheap, but at the end of the day, I need to get rid of the 2 cheap cars to be able to afford to run this, get it sorted. So I suppose it's not a bad thing getting rid of 2 cars to have 2 medium-sized cars to have a large car. But unfortunately, you know, I'm on maternity, and I've kind of lumbered myself now with having this and having to get rid of 2 cars, which I don't really want to have to do, because I've got better things to be doing when I'm on my maternity. I've already been to buy this than having people pestering on. But if anybody genuinely out there is interested, let us know. There's a Vectra in a Laguna. I'm not going to give any more details on the video. Simply send us a message on here if you want any more information, and I'm happy to send it through. There's a phone number on here. Ring us, give us a call. But yeah, I don't do all the whole stuff like that on here, but I just mentioned it's a genuine case. I need to kind of get the space. Now I've got this, and like I've said, with the running issue and that, it needs a little bit of money spent. I'm having to spend money on it, servicing it, all this EGR off and all the rest of it. Kevin had valeted. So yeah, it's come at a bad time, but it's an absolute must. So I hope you've all enjoyed it. If you've managed to watch till the end, please leave a like, leave a comment, let us know what you think, whether it's good or bad. If you haven't already done so, hit the subscribe. It helps massively. And I have got loads of videos to back up. I just need the time to get them sorted. But like I've said, I've got a very busy life at the minute. I'll just have to do it when I get time. Catch you all soon.